Hey everybody, my name is Tiana and I am here at the fort with Church Unchained. Today we are going to be interviewing the Cochran Police Department and we're just going to be asking them a few questions about what this impact and us donating our uniforms to the public servants and our local police officers and community has meant to them. Stay tuned to even hear how you at home can honor your public officers just as the Bible instructs us to do, honoring those in authority above us. Thanks for watching. Hello, so thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Would you just briefly mind introducing yourself, your name?
I'm Catherine Helms. I work for Cochran Police Department. I'm one of the assistant court clerks up front. I've been with the department off and on now for a couple of years in various roles. So place actually holds a special place in my heart. And this is Sergeant Joshua Hasty. He's one of our investigators at the police department.
Okay, cool. So what made you choose to get into the service? What was your driving force, that motivated you to be in the position you're in now?
I grew up in a first responder type family. My stepdad was fireman and my uncle was law enforcement. My mother was a supervisor with 911 for many years. So growing up in that life, it kind of just becomes part of your blood. And that's something that I also wanted to serve the community, serve my community, and serve the public. And so I chose to get into the career and been running and gunning for about 14 years now.
Awesome, awesome. In all of your years, have you ever seen a church do something like this? Donating their uniforms as an effort to honor your service to the community?
We've had churches that have made, monetary or other type of donations to us, more so food, but never have I seen in my years a gift as large as this one is to help the departments, because it is a tremendous help.
Yes, so this is something that you guys needed. Like, what was your initial reaction? Did you think it was a scam? Was it something that you guys needed? How did this, help and actually benefit the police department?
Well, Sergeant Hasty actually came across the Facebook post. That's how we learned about it, was over social media. And he read through it and we talked about it a little bit and he reached out. And doing so, we did learn that it was a great blessing. And, even though we had to come several hours and we're having to dig through, which is perfectly fine, it never hurts to do a little work to get a big payoff in the end.
Right, because you guys came, what was it, 3 hours or over 3 hours?
A little bit, about 3.5, yes, ma'am.
Wow, yeah.
The first word that comes to mind for me is gratitude. We are very thankful for this blessing that y'all are giving to law enforcement around the state. And even other states if y'all do branch out to that, because just like our department, we were discussing earlier, it would take about $6,000 just to outfit our 15-man department with one Class A uniform. So coming here and being able to go through this inventory, and you're essentially saving us several thousands of dollars. So you always hear the honor thy mother and thy father, but it's also, you break it down into mankind. And that's one thing of this profession is we constantly think of others over ourselves. And we, in turn, a lot of times we don't get the gratitude from the community. Having this blessing upon us, we do feel grateful for it. And, it makes us feel noticed when sometimes we often don't in this career.
How do you think that the efforts like these affect the relationship between the police department and the community?
This show of gift and grace that you're giving us, it helps build community relations, because if your churches, if your upstanding people in the community reach out and interact with law enforcement, especially on a positive level, this shows a positive interaction and that we are human too. And that, even though we may meet with people in their darkest of times, we're there to help guide them to brighter days.
If you could give us some ideas, or just in your own perspective, what are some other ways that as a church we can help to bring honor and humility to our public officers, to those who serve for our community as a church, for viewers who are watching this, what are other ways that we can continue to make these efforts in our community?
I believe that if you continue to, bridge those gaps with the community and with your local law enforcement, as well as law enforcement across the state, and showcase the positive relationships that can be had, it'll help reach out and mentor, because even though a person might not get involved themselves, they may see it and look from afar and they're like, okay, well, they might slowly start having a change of heart, and that'll eventually bleed out to others.
Yeah. So my last question is, how has this experience changed your perspective on your role that you play personally in the community?
I think sometimes we often forget to be giving, and we as humans do get wrapped up in our selfish ways at times. So experiencing a blessing like this for our department, and even just for ourselves, and to see the gratitude that will be on our officers' faces for getting these uniforms that they may not have had, or we may not have been able to get for them in the past, will just be a gentle reminder to also pay it forward and continue to reach out to others and do what you can for those people.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you. We truly do appreciate you all for your time, even for coming out here. We appreciate you guys. We are blessed with the opportunity to be a blessing to you all and give to you all. So we appreciate you for everything that you do to serve our communities, and for choosing to go out and sacrifice your time, and the entire thing just to serve us well. So we thank you guys. We honor you all. Thank you for your time, and thank you for this interview.
Thank you guys as well.
Hey, this is Pastor Tim from Church Unchained, wearing one of our fancy bomber coats. For every uniform purchase, Church Unchained will match it 1-for-1 up to $2 million, doubling the impact and helping us reach our $4 million goal, donating apparel. We need your help with sponsors, partners, and community members to spread the word to your local departments to help suit up Georgia's heroes. You can find our GoFundMe at From the People for the Protectors. Thank you, and God bless America.